Alright, welcome back to the channel. Last time you guys were here, you guys saw me install these brass inner portals. So I thought I'd go down over a little more in detail, maybe talk a little more on what this rig is and what's in it. Take off my winch line, couple body clips, cut it off. So what we have here, see if I can get the focus. Focus. Hey, quit it. I got a Holmes snub nose revolver. It's got a Castle X2. Now I did have the Bluetooth module in there, but I'm not gonna lie, I do not like Castle's Bluetooth software on their phones. It is garbage. I might try it with the laptop, maybe it's a little better, but I prefer the good old-fashioned USB Castle link through the ESC. I think it's better to program and control. I don't like that thing through the phone. It is not that good. We have a 3S battery right here. I run two. Well, I had two different ones I run when I go out on the trails. Yes, I use Dean's. That's what these two batteries I had that came with it, so we keep that on there. Works good. I have a Rock Pirates bed on the back. I don't know who makes these wheels. The guy I got them from said they were Vanquish knockoffs. I don't know. They're nice. They're cool. That's all I care about. I do have the blue inserts from Endura in there, front and rear. Desert Lizard shocks. It would go to full droop, but I got some springs in there that are keeping it from doing that. It's a medium spring in the rear. I might change that one to a soft and keep the upper medium. I don't know yet. I haven't really driven it since I changed the springs on it, inside of it. I forget what shock oil weight I'm running. I think I'm running 50 all the way around. It's still 3-linked. I have no plans to go in 4-link. I was going to, but it just seemed too much like a pain in the butt. And well, from what I've seen, it's just not really worth it. I mean, yeah, there's an adapter. I could put the servo here on the axle, but I could do something very unique instead of doing the links on the inside like this one is. I can make custom links to go from here and bend to the outside, kind of like how this chassis is going to be. This is my next build. This is a poised chassis. They call it a cheater rig. So I'm either going to build this, or I'm going to talk the owner at the store to let me build that Vanquish that he has. So we'll see. I think that cheater rig will outperform that Vanquish. Technically, I just want the Vanquish for everything except for the chassis. I want to throw the axles and the transmission in the poised. That's expensive just to buy those things when I can just have him order what I need. Anyways, the Ascent. As you can see, I have custom high clearance links in the rear. I did have to put a slight bend on the upper links. I know you probably can't tell. I'm still trying to figure out how to get you guys better angles and stuff, but believe me, there is a slight bend on these upper links, so they would clear. It's not very big of a bend, just a slight bend. I do have the overdrive gears in the front. As you can see, I do not have a bar in the back. I will be getting a bar in the back, as you can kind of tell. They are a little they are a little bent inward from all the flexing, because this does bend inward. So I'm going to take a bar and put it back here. I was thinking about going Rock Pirates, but I think I'm just going to put the bars for the Redcat Ascent Fusion on there. The Fusion comes with a bar here and a bar here with a roll. But since I have this bed here, what I want to do is put that roll pan right here. Yes, I know those screws are closer, but truthfully, I could probably slot that hole and that hole, cut and round off the end here on the frame, and put that roll pan, because this thing does catch on rocks and stuff. So I'm going to customize and cut the frame and the back down once I get those parts in. I do not have no custom links up front, but I thought about buying some more of these gold Redcat links and doing it to the front. I think these ones are better than the stock ones for the Ascent. I think these gold ones belong on the a lowrider or the Ridge Rock, I believe. But what I like better about them is when I broke the rear, it has threads that come off the shaft that they're machined onto it, and that's what snapped. This one has a piece of all thread that threads into the shaft. Or actually, you would want to I thread it into the eyelet first, and then you thread that into the shaft. So it's possible if that does break, I can get that out of the shaft and still save the shaft. You can't save it the way that they had it. It broke, and that was just a weak design. What else did I do this thing? Oh, by the recommendation from Holmes Hobbies, they recommended I go to a 48 pitch spur and pinion. Now I did that twice. The reason why twice, because I blew up the spur gear the first time, and the second time it lasted a little bit longer, but not really, not much longer. I blew it out again. So that should say the testimony to the torque that this little freaking motor puts out. So this thing puts out a lot of torque on a 3S, and that thing just stripped gears. So I put the original stock gearing back in it, and it seems to be holding up just fine. I have no overheating issues on the motor. I have no overheating issues on the speed control. It runs everything just fine. Like I said, the original servo took a dump. This is just some servo that I had laying around. It is just a cheapy metal geared plastic case servo. Nothing special. So yeah, that is my Redcat Ascent with the Holmes Hobby and Castle Creation speed control. Now where's my controller? Oh, here's the other battery I run in it. They're both the same, 1350s. I don't know what the C rating is on that one. This one says 80C. I'm pretty sure it's the same. But that battery seems to last a little bit longer. This is a This is an old one too. This was on the shelf for a long time before I bought it. It's an Eco Power 1350. Oh, it's only a 20C. Maybe that's why it lasts longer. It's less umph, so it's not draining itself a lot faster. But maybe that's why. Because when I did that gear swap to the 48 pitch, I stripped it on this one, and then I was on the trail with the new one. That one was dead. I threw this one in there, and within a couple minutes, it just blew. So maybe that 80C was just putting out a little bit more, so it was more power. As you can tell, it's a little bit bigger of a battery. I did have it up front, but this one doesn't fit under here with this setup. So, and I thought about getting the little piece from Rock Pirates so I can put in these shafts in there and then just put a bar straight across, but I think they're just as thick as this because they're billet aluminum, and I don't think I'd be able to fit the battery underneath there. So we'll see. I might just leave that, I might not. But that is my Redcat Ascent. Next video will probably be on my Redcat Gen 7. Yes, I like the Redcat stuff. I think they give you a pretty good rate for what you pay for. Like I said, I know you'll hear other channels badmouth the Redcat, but you know what? I'll put this Redcat up against a lot of other people's rigs. I've been to one comp and I did pretty good. The only people that really did better than me, obviously everyone there had more experience, were the ones with the custom one-off rigs. You can't even buy their chassis or their design. It's all custom made. And I was keeping up with those guys. I was pulling the same lines that they were. Everyone there was impressed. But in all fairness, I'm not really a stock Redcat Ascent either. I do have custom links in the rear. I am running a Holmes Revolver's brushless system for the motor, Castle speed control, Desert Lizard shocks that have full droop and they're double springed inside. So, is it stock? No. It's still, but I still got the stock axle, stock gearbox, stock frame. I got the Redcat, or not the Redcat, the Rock Pirates front bumper too. I love that thing. I might do the same to the rear as I did to the front, or to the front I'm going to do to the rear. I might chop some of this off just a little bit and slide that bumper back just to give me a little bit more clearance up front. So maybe I'll even order a custom frame for it. We'll see. I like this thing. It's what brought me love to the crawler world. Is there better rigs out there? Sure. But for what I have into this, you're still not even going to buy a kit of just a Vanquish or a Traxxas for their kits. I got less money buying this and into it. Or maybe the exact same amount as just buying just a kit. So, and I promise you the smile on my face is just as much as the people driving those expensive rigs. And I really don't do comps, so why buy a comp rig if I'm never going to really go do that? It's not because I don't want to. I just don't have time. The comps that are worth going to are just so far away. So, thank you for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one.